I love Superman and Lois. I think it is doing a fantastic job of really capturing the image of who Superman really is as a character. Um, and I wanna take this time to just talk about how much I like Superman, what I think is going well with the show, and what I think that media just doesn't really understand about Superman in today's day and age. Um, to start with, my love of Superman, I've always had like a love for Superman, but I never like really enjoyed him as like one of my favorite characters until like recently, like in probably the last, I want to say, 4 or 5 years. I've always like really enjoyed Superman. I always loved him on Justice League, the animated series by Bruce Timm. Um, but it wasn't until society itself started warping Superman that I started to enjoy Superman even more. You have these shows out now that, every single superhero show that comes out now is, let's have a Superman like being, but what if we made him evil or corrupt or some capacity like that? And it wasn't until stuff like that started happening that I started to fall more in love with Superman as a character. Of he has the ability to pretty much turn the world upside down in a day. And he wouldn't even really have to try, back in, I know this is silver golden age of comics, but he could sneeze away universes. I mean, like, it really wouldn't be hard for him to turn the world upside down in a day. But I think that's why I like Superman so much, is that he will never do that. You know, uh, you have some of these stories like Injustice. I didn't mind Injustice for the most part because it was an Elseworlds tale. It existed, but it was in its own universe. We never would see our Superman doing that. But I love that Superman will always be the good guy. And he should always be the good guy. I think that's what makes Superman so powerful as a character, is that he has the power to take over the world. And he could literally stop anything that he wanted. But he has that restraint to let humans, us, figure it out ourselves. Because he doesn't want to be that authoritative power that's like, no, you can't do that. He wants humans to figure it out themselves. And that's something that, he sees in other characters. All of his friends that work at Daily Planet, you have Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, Lombard, Cat Grant, and, his wife Lois. He sees the good in humanity every single day. No matter how many times he sees bad things in the world, he will always see that glimmer of hope. And that's what Superman really represents, is that hope. And it's probably the only thing that I agree with the Zack Snyder version of Superman, of, him representing this hope. I just think that they went about it in a more poor way of showing that he represents his hope. Where I think the show for Superman and Lois is doing a fantastic job. Every single time that Superman is on screen, I'm just like, that's Superman. I'm not having any difficulty seeing him as Superman. One of my favorite scenes of the show so far was he just got done fighting, a Kryptonian or something. I don't even remember who he got done fighting, but it was somebody that was on his level. And he comes home, and Lois is ticked off about, I think it was John. I think she was ticked off at John. And Superman, Clark is standing there, and he takes a step back, and I was like, that's great. he can go toe-to-toe with planet-busting threats every single day, but his wife is upset, so he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna, take a step back. And it just... He is an alien on our world, but he is probably the most human character that we have. And why I love him in the DC universe is, everyone always talks about how we can all strive to be Batman, but at the end of the day, in modern comics, Batman is still a brooding loner, where I think that everyone should strive to become more like Superman, somebody who, is always happy. Well, not always happy, but he's always looking for the good in humanity. And so I would agree that Batman is too. That's why he lets villains, live. But you just gotta live your life with, more joy in it, where Batman is fueled by the memory and the loss of his parents. He goes out there every single night so that, that will never happen to another person, another child. He doesn't want that to happen to another child, to be orphaned. Superman just does it because he knows that's what's right. And I love that. I love that, there's nothing telling Superman, there's nothing telling Clark that he needs to go out there every single night or every single day and stop these threats. But he does it anyway. And I think that's why I've just enjoyed Superman and Lois so much, is because they have shown Superman to as close to the comic books that you're ever gonna get. I feel like most of the time whenever you get comic book adaptations, they take aspects here and there and they adapt them. And this is still an adaptation as well, A lot of this story has just been created by the writers for this show. But the essence of the character is there. Every single time I see Clark on screen, he's Clark. Every single time I see Lois on screen, she's Lois. And I think that's what makes this show so beautiful. And I think that, if you're not really into comic books, or you're not really into superheroes, I still say give it a watch, because yes, it's a CW show. There are CW elements, especially with, their kids. But the heart in it is just an homage and just a love letter to Superman. And it's just really good storytelling. And I've fallen in love with it, and I hope that, it will do the same for you. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications whenever more videos come up. If you enjoyed this video and you kind of want to see more stuff like this, also head over to twitch.tv/DrJumpPodcast. That's Dr. Jump Podcast. We meet there every Monday around 7, and we talk about pretty much anything, whatever strikes our fancy that day. So if you enjoy this, please head over there, follow over there, subscribe. I don't know. There's too many platforms. It's hard to keep straight. But give us a like or a follow over there, and I hope you keep watching.